All right, gentlemen, welcome to the channel. I go by Andra. That's how you guys can know me. My inspiration for this channel was basically to be the older brother that I wish I had. So this gives me my opportunity to about my knowledge, my wisdom, my experiences, my perspectives, and share it with the rest of the internet. So I'm going to get straight down to business. I made us a nice little chart. I like to go by some sort of visual reference. I'm sure a lot of you guys do too, and it'll allow us to keep on topic. I'm probably going to remake this video in the future. I whipped this chart together in probably about 15 minutes. This whole channel is obviously my perspective on how to level up in the world, make it all come together, and really get to a point that you're living a life that you want instead of just slaving at a shit job and dealing with its bad friends. You know how it is. All right, fellas, let's get involved. We're obviously going to start here at the top left. Discipline, gym, and diet. This is the trifecta. These things all work together. You can see the arrows, they're interchangeably working. Basically, this column here on the left, this is unlocking the world. It's going to unlock these three things here: get money, friends, network, and women. You're not moving on to these three things until you solidified this column here. This is probably the most important thing. This is what most people lack 100%. Now, let's get into this. Let me elaborate. We'll start with the benefits. No brain fog, emotional stability, laser focus, you're happier, you build a physique, of course, more energy, increased mental drive, resilient body. Do I need to go on? This is basically Super Saiyan mode, and this is why I put it at the bottom here. Congrats, you're competition ready. Again, if you have not solidified this category here, this column, you are not competition ready. There's no way, because when you go out into the jungle or the world, the guys that you're competing with that are doing well are competition ready. They have this down. Now, let me touch a little bit on discipline. Discipline is essentially the ability to do something despite whatever hurdles, despite your emotions, despite your feelings, despite your circumstances, and you're able to tackle it. Let me give you a quick example. When I was in my early 20s, I would want to work on some side project or study something or learn a language or whatever. And I would wake up and like, oh, I have a stomach ache. Oh, I don't feel like doing it today. Oh, this girl's not texting me back, whatever the case may be. Now that I've established a level of discipline, no matter what the circumstances are that day, unless I'm in the hospital, whatever I need to get done, it just gets done. I no longer have any of these hurdles. I no longer have any of these doubts. I no longer run into anything. I just go and straight down and do it. When you implement the gym into your life and you implement a strong diet into your life, and I'll be happy to make other videos on these topics alone just to go into more depth, but I want to keep it simple here. It's when you implement gym, diet, and you unlock this list of things here, discipline comes along with it. Let me explain. Once you have these things, you realize how much easier it is to take on whatever task you have to do. Whether you want to do the task or maybe you need to go to the grocery store and you just don't feel like driving and dealing with it. When you approach something that you don't want to do and you have these things implemented in your life, whatever it is, you just go in, you just attack it, and you just get done. I'm going to mention one more thing about these three things. These things here, these are internal, meaning that the outside world should minimally affect you when it comes to implementing these. For instance, with something like diet, you control what you're putting in your body. That's up to you. Now, with the gym, probably should have put /exercise here. Nothing is stopping you from form of exercise, whether you're in your home, whether you go to the gym. Either way, this is completely up to you. You are in full control of this. Your discipline is essentially your mental strength. That's between you and yourself. That has nothing to do with the outside world. Now, to conclude on this, here's a list of the unlocks that you get after implementing these. And you can see here at the bottom said after 6 to 12 months, you're competition ready. If you're able to maintain a gym/exercise routine, a strong diet, the discipline will come naturally. It's built up like your body. If you're going to the gym for 6 to 12 months, obviously you'll see your physique grow. You'll get stronger, you'll get better, you'll get more resilient. Discipline is the mental strength and resilient in the ability of your mind. They're essentially one and the same. One is mental, the other one is physical. Now that we've ascended and we're in Super Saiyan mode, congrats, you're competition ready. This is where purpose gets implemented. You need purpose in order to lead into these things. I'm going to do a completely other video on purpose because it's just such a deep subject and there's just so much to explain about it and to give you perspective on what purpose means. I've watched tons of YouTube content, tons of great stuff on Instagram, and the word purpose is thrown around a lot, but no one really defines it. So I'm going to make a video. I'm going to define it myself. I'm going to share, again, I'm going to share my perspective with you guys on what the meaning of purpose actually is so that you can implement this idea of purpose in your mind and you can start exercising this in your life. Purpose cannot be unlocked until you implement this first column. Once you get purpose, everything is going to move smoothly after that. And when I say smoothly, I mean smoothly in your mind. I'm not saying that you're not going to run into external problems as you level up in your life. What they say, more money, more problems, essentially meaning that the more you level up, your problems get more difficult. But when you have your discipline, gym, diet, you have your purpose involved, you're going going to be able to take on just about everything. Once purpose is implemented, we have these 3 categories over here, like I mentioned in the beginning, and obviously you've seen them since you've been watching this video. These all interconnect as well. Get money, friends, network, and women. They all work together with each other. You can't focus on just getting money. Friends and network is not going to come. You have to work on that separately. And I'm going to mention right now, I will likely do a video strictly on get money, friends, network, and women. Comment below on what video you'd like to see first. I can cover all of them. I'll eventually have them all out. We'll start with get money. Number 1, upgrade wardrobe. You always want to be the best representation of yourself. If you close your eyes and you think of the coolest version of yourself, what would he be wearing? That's the guy you want to be. You always want to have in your mind of what is the ascended version of yourself. And the idea of this and why I'm teaching this is to get you to that. So you can be that guy. You can be the good speaker. You can have the nice women around you. You can know the cool people, great connections. Again, this is all up to you. Come up with in your mind and have that as your goal. Like literally etch that in stone in your brain. Is the goal of this is to be the absolute best version of yourself. I'm going to repeat this again. The goal of this is to become the best version of yourself. All right, next, nice car. If that's something you're into, if I put a question mark there at the end, travel to cool places. Traveling is a beautiful thing. Go experience culture, go experience different perspectives, go see some beautiful places, eat more quality food. Based on this, when you're following a strong diet, you're just eating basically more tastier, better food. It's wonderful. I'm a big foodie myself. You actually get to sit down and enjoy things. You're not stuck in your job all the time. You can go out and spend a little bit of cash. Maybe before you didn't have $200 extra. You can go out and do something and you can spend $200 and be okay with it. There's a beautiful world out there and it should all be experienced. And next is, of course, fun hobbies. I'm sure we all have in our mind, we know what enjoyable things we like to go do. And there's no doubt in my mind that you know exactly what I'm saying. And you actually get to spend a little bit of cash on it and go experience it. So like I said, these all coincide together. Friends and network, they're more or less separate, but I put them in the same category for a reason. When you're going out, let's say you're going to a cafe, you're going to a bar, you're going to a club, you're going to some sort of social event, and no one's going to turn down good friends. On the other side of this coin, the network side is the stronger your network, the more you can get done, the easier you can take care of business, the easier you can move up in this world. But your network isn't necessarily going to be your friends, but like when you ascend through this world, your friends will definitely be part of your network. Meaning that, let's say I need a good lawyer and I have a good friend of mine, he happens to be a lawyer. Ideally, you're going to go call up your buddies first and you're going to work with your inner circle. But you might know a lawyer, he might not be your buddy, but you guys work together on whatever your situation might be. He respects you moving forward. So we'll start here. A strong friend circle is essential to mental health. Do I need to say more? When you have your boys around you, your mentality is completely different. You're probably on a higher level of yourself. The confidence is up. You're feeling better. You guys are talking shit, busting balls. It's, again, do I need to go more on this? Enjoy things with other people who share interests. This is a beautiful thing. Go to a music event together. You guys enjoy together. You're with other people who you have shared that bond with. And again, the music event is just an example. Here, this is more on the network side here. Meet powerful people. Like I mentioned, a lawyer, police, business owners. I put club owners in there. Maybe famous people, if that's your thing. If you're interested in meeting famous people, I'm personally not, but it's in there. And you would be surprised how often you can actually meet people of significance when you have the money to go out to venues and go out to places and go out to events where you can actually meet people that have established themselves, worked their asses off through their life, and are really admirable and respectable people. There's so many benefits to a strong network. Next is women. I put a variety of points here. Number one, women have healing powers, period. When you're out and your discipline, gym, and diet is on point, you're fulfilling your purpose every day. You're in there, you're working all the time. And when I'm saying you're working all the time, I'm saying this in the sense of you want to be working all the time. You're not working your shit job and just kind of scraping by. At this point, you're going to be working on projects that move the needle and that move you forward and make you a better man, more cash in your pocket, you make better friends. Basically, what's leading to your ultimate freedom. I'll get to that in a moment. When you're working hard every day and you come home to a nice woman that loves you and respects you, there's a healing that comes with a bond of a man and woman. They hold you accountable, which is a wonderful thing. Your boys, your strong friend circle over here, they'll be holding you accountable, but your woman will hold you accountable in a different degree. It's like going to the gym and exercising biceps and triceps. Like they're completely different muscles. They're both important. They both give you nice arms. They both give you more strength. So your gentleman circle that you're with, your woman at home, the accountability when you put them together, it's a beautiful combination. Moral support is huge. Your going to hit hurdles throughout your life. It will be difficult. Women give you a sense of strength in this. They definitely help. Now, it all comes down to you first. But hey, look, in this world, the way the jungle is, you're going to want as much support and as much help as you can possibly get, because taking it out alone is not realistic. It doesn't happen. Humans have always worked with teams. We've always been tribal, and women have always been a key part of society. They make you look good if, like I put in parentheses here, if that's your thing. Personally, don't encourage it, but I know some people do. That some people appreciate this. I'll put it that way. Women are overall a gift to the universe. I mean, the points I made above. Also, I mentioned this as kind of like a bonus point. They can protect you in a lot more ways than you think, and there's somebody who has your back. Again, your boys have your back, but women have your back in their feminine way. Back to what I said about the biceps and triceps. Like, they're both essential. They're both important. The ultimate goal of all of this is freedom. Freedom is the freedom of time, freedom of your decision. You're not locked down by any particular situation. You can truly decide where you want to steer your life, as opposed to eating shit food, working a job that doesn't do anything for you, and you're stuck in this constant cycle of just getting absolutely nowhere. Freedom is the ultimate goal. That's what we're all here to get, and that's why I'm here to share my knowledge with you. Anyways, I'll wrap this video up right here. I'll likely make more videos here in the future, touching more in depth on these things that are listed here in this chart, and I'm excited to share with you guys. You guys enjoy yourselves. Peace.